Hey look, a distraction. 10 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1 go.
Hey everyone! Welcome everyone to what I think is probably going to be the last stream of CPL 9. This is going to be just a short stream to kind of wrap things up. And let's get started. So, oh look, I'm on the TV. We actually started this stream where we started CPL 9 with this exact same screen, which was made by our awesome artist Valence, and yeah, let's end it on this screen as well. So I'm just reusing this, and guys, I'm being joined by well, first of all, Y2 Kid. Let's start with you. Say hi.
Say hi.
And Iron.
Hey,
Are you there? There he is.
I'm always here.
And finally, Nam Deadweight 8.
Hey, how's it going? Pleasure to be here.
So guys, this is like this is a very like informal stream. I don't really have that much of a plan of what to do and what to talk about. Other than the fact that it feels right that we, do like some kind of wrap up of the season. And just sort of officially congratulate the winner and maybe look back at some cool moments from last season. And
win for Pandora Patrol.
Yes, they won this season in very impressive fashion, I think. So yeah, without further ado, let me switch over and show Jin and the Panda Patrol. They are the winners of this season. Congratulations to them. They did amazingly well. They won the regular season, then they won the playoffs. They basically were, without a doubt, the strongest team in CPL. I forget, do we have anyone here from JJPP?
Me.
Yeah, Iron, you're from JJPP, right? Yes.
I hard carry the team, obviously.
Yeah. No, it was
we had a really great lineup.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can tell, like, in the last few weeks, in the playoffs especially, JJPP just had such a strong lineup, especially in, like, the Tier 3 and the Tier 0 matchups. They were, like, absolutely crazy. I think the last week they actually swept Tier 0.
Yep.
So that's pretty crazy, man. Yeah, you got the Doodle, you got Pandora, Jin, some really heavy hitters.
I think more than anything, we had consistent players as well. There was a lot of people where it's like, all right, we are getting you playing like pretty consistently. Everyone's really showing up and trying hard. It was a really solid team overall. A lot of effort put in. Yeah,
what was the practice routine like in the team? Like, did you have lots of streams going on Discord and coaching, that sort of thing?
I never really got to take part, but Sunday nights we would do just get as many people together as we can, just keep playing games against each other. A whole lot of like, hey, everyone, just get together, play some games.
Yeah, that's how you improve. You just, when there's good team activity, it really makes a huge difference. Especially when the coaches are active as well. Of course, you had Doodle as well. Doodle being, I'm sure he was a great help. I think most of the activity was on your own Discord, which I did not, which I'm obviously not on, so I didn't really get to see much of it. But
oh yeah,
I'll tell you,
alive and well.
I'll tell you a guy from Tier 3 and JJPP that really stood out to me this season in particular. I mean, I know it's my first season and everything, but as far as improvement goes, Mr. Peanut Butter, that guy, he picked things up pretty quick. And he improved a lot.
Yeah. By the end, he was like definitely way past his tier. Like, he's definitely gonna be Tier 2 next season if he keeps practicing. I think maybe even Tier 1. Like, that guy. Yeah, I agree. Tier 1 was improving really fast.
Maybe a coach, depending how long we delay CPL
10. Yeah, it depends. Yeah, he might be Tier 0 by that time.
Peanut Butter will become Nutella next season.
Yeah. So, yeah, like I said before, like I don't really have like a very strong program set for this stream. It's just like a stream to kind of catch up and finalize everything. So one thing that I thought might be fun to do was to look at some clips that we have from last season. Because we've got like lots of cool clips. I don't know if we're gonna use all of them for the hype video next season. So let's have a quick look at some of those clips. And the
We have a
first,
lot of clips, but we definitely want more.
do you guys can see
Yeah.
my screen, right?
We always see
We
Discord.
can see your Discord.
You can see my Discord and you can't see stream.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh no! Let me just fix
I
that.
love looking at the CPL chat
Oh no!
on
Oh,
two
no.
screens. On two screens. I have 3 screens, so I see it on 2 screens.
Oh my
Damn,
god.
look at this gamer over here, dude, with the 3 screens. Holy shit.
Okay, you know
I've
what?
got my chat screen where it's got like my Discord and all my other chats, and I got my main screen, and then I got my YouTube screen.
I did not realize that you guys weren't looking at my whole screen.
I have my phone screen. And
What about now? Can you guys see my my screen now?
There we
my
go.
OBS?
There we go.
Yep. The odds.
Oh, of course. Now I
Hey,
realize
there it is.
I must have made a mistake when I switched over the FPS. Okay, so let's get started here with the first clip. This is from the preseason. And I think maybe Y2, maybe you can give me your impression of what's going on here.
Yeah, they're chasing those charges right into the main.
Well, now you can't storm him in
Let's
this
see.
spot, right?
It's
Don't do it.
definitely a
Don't do it.
Don't do
PVZ.
it,
Oh,
don't do
no.
it, don't do it.
Oh no.
That
Oh,
is-
he stormed the
Oh, it's bridge.
Oh, I love this clip.
Oh, that's
How many
painful.
did he just
I
kill?
think Bridge has improved.
I don't think it tracks.
It doesn't.
This is
He used to
this is
storm his observer all the time, but now he's pulling a new trick.
yeah,
I
this
literally
is
said this like a week ago on stream that if you need if you need Fridge to storm somewhere, just put one of his own units there. He'll storm it immediately.
yeah. Now the great thing is like from the exact same cast, from the exact same game, we now have this clip as well.
Refrigerator shouldn't be
Yep.
able to
More
get
storms.
storms.
He's got to do something. You can't just stand here and
Come
watch
on,
him
Fridge.
kill everything.
You can do it.
Oh, there it is.
God, that's painful.
Oh.
Oh, my soul hurts.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's definitely not one trick.
Dude, it
pony.
happens though, man. It happens.
it does happen, yeah.
It-
And you know, fair play to Fridge. Like he was like, okay, yeah, that was definitely my mistake. It wasn't like, he wasn't too embarrassed by it. So he
Yeah.
just
Storm
like,
is so broken.
Storm is
Yeah.
on the probes. It
I mean,
is,
that
yeah.
Mutaferas definitely worked. Look at that worker count.
Yeah, I think he actually
56. Oh my god.
he ended up
What
going
killed
down
more
to like,
workers though, the mutas or the storms?
you know, the crazy thing is, if I recall correctly, he actually won this game.
I was gonna say he's Protoss. He can come back.
yeah. Let me see. I actually don't have like I don't have memorized exactly which clips I have selected here. Let me see what we have other than this.
Ooh,
Oh
welcome,
yeah, I
Roger.
remember
Holy
this.
shit.
Oh, big Devourer battle. Oh,
Yes, this was
this is beautiful.
one of the higher tier matches. Fur versus Bojack. They had a crazy CVZ.
A lot of devourers.
Yeah, look at that. 9 acid spores. It's like crazy. You never see this kind of
Nope.
fight.
Bojack is winning.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
This is peak ZVZ. This is what every ZVZ should be.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, this.
Was the opposite of the
Anyone remember
Golden
this one?
Armada.
Oh,
Damn,
Go
dude.
Zippy, go Zippy. What? Did not even kill it?
absolute-
Oh my god.
He denied
Beautiful
that
bike.
probe. That was just gorgeous. Let me just repeat that one because it's like, it's so skillful. It's like so beautiful the way that he did that.
God damn, dude.
damn.
This is like one of the pimpest plays of CPL,
Yeah,
like
that was sick.
100%.
Yeah.
And it's like not against like a bad player either. That's Vera playing, so he's really good. He managed to keep his drone out nonetheless.
That's solid movement by you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of Pimpus plays, do you have? Yes.
Let me. I actually don't remember what clip this is, so let's have a look at this.
I don't remember what started it, but it was great.
Oh,
yes.
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 Recalling?
He gets better.
Wow. Okay.
Now he
Poor
tries to
fucking mixed.
continue building it.
This SCV can't build.
think he
my
can.
God.
Oh, right, he can't
Oh,
build
no
it.
way.
What?
Does that make it so he can't build it
Oh
with
my
another
god,
SCV?
that dude.
I have a
I'd be
feeling
so
that it's
fucking
still
pissed.
This is like a
Science
9,000
cannot
IQ
explain
player.
this.
Looks like it is. Hold on. Guys, this
So
is...
I-
That is cool. Wow.
Yeah,
Are we
poor
learning something
McMush.
right now?
We are.
But this is like one of those
I've
situations
seen
that
this
never
before, and
comes
it'll go
up
back to building
ever.
afterwards.
Like this is the first time I've ever
Yeah,
seen
yeah,
this
yeah, but I mean, you
situation.
can't-
Yeah, I didn't even know that could happen.
I think this actually
Yeah.
did it 2 or 3 times in that series.
Yeah, this was like really crazy in terms of stasis. I remember that.
And there goes the Dark Swarm to the natural. Those are going to come in. Let's see what this counterattack can do.
Oh.
Ooh, he's just standing on lurkers. I don't think he's noticing. He's not going to get his
I
natural.
see
He's
what's
just going to lose
gonna
all of these for
happen.
nothing. Oh, he finally got his
Goodbye.
left on this
Oh,
counterattack.
yes.
That's GG.
That's what you
Jiffy
meant.
Mix is going to take it to...
Oh, this was one of
GG.
the games that Doodle lost. Like, I mean, Doodle, one of the best players in CPL, but you know, even he's mortal.
Are we
Third
gonna have
good unit
Zoodle
confirmed.
next season?
Sorry, what?
Maybe we'll have Zoodle next season.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I hope
Doodle
so.
already.
I would love to see Doodle Zerg. I don't know if he plays Zerg a lot. I mean, I kind of know that Protoss players and Terran players, they tend to switch. They can sometimes switch races a little bit better, but they don't do Zerg that much, I feel.
So you want Poodle? What you're saying?
Poodle. No.
Zoodle.
Let me see what else we have here. Oh, this
Okay, these
one.
Marines are just sitting. He's not
This was
micromanaging.
one of the
Watch
best
this,
plays, one of the
actually.
coolest plays I remember
36
from this
SPs. He's
CPL.
gonna go for the eraser trick on the Guardians. Actually, I've never
This
thought
is
to
big
do that.
brain.
That's actually kind of clever. He's got to get them actually on top of them though. Eraser and Guardians. That's a
This
really
is
good way to
so
kill them all with
surprisingly
minimal storms.
effective.
Will it actually last long enough?
Yeah,
That's
I
the
didn't even
question.
think to do
You gotta
that, to be
micro
honest
them.
with you. Well,
No.
obviously,
Naturally,
I'm
they get cleaned up in the
E rank,
meantime.
For
so
me, this
of course
is like
I wouldn't
a
think of that, but-
And all the Guardians are Nate killed up. Okay,
But
these
they're
Marines are
just
just
too
sitting. He's
slow
not
to
microing,
avoid
that's
that.
respectful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
God damn, that's hella
This little
smart.
lurker attack that's coming in. Here we go. No stim. Terran not reacting just yet. Just sitting here waiting to get killed by
Oh,
lurker spines.
oh god.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh.
Yes. Oh yes. I'm loving these
Let's
Zerg
go,
clips.
Shimmer.
I think that people who don't play Zerg, they maybe don't realize like the endorphin boost you get from a good lurker spine or moving all your
Satisfaction.
Oh my
ultras.
god. You don't understand.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Oh, this is one of my favorite clips. This is like one of the most insane clips we've had this season. Let me play this.
Oh.
It just keeps going and going.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Talk about a meat grinder, dude. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, how many workers are in there?
It's like every single worker in
you-
the game was there for some reason.
It's a damn clown car.
200 workers.
200.
Oh my
200.
god, there's more of them, dude. What?
That's even good union, man.
Storm the depot for good measure.
There was not even a CC in there.
I think it was like floating away or something. There was
I think
something
it was
weird going on
floating
there.
to that place, yeah.
To make more workers.
That is
Protoss is well aware, but look at this.
I think
he's doing
someone
all
Yeah,
this.
exactly. I
took
like
the page
this.
from
I
Lost
like that.
Notebook.
Okay.
Yes,
That
SC.
one
Who
line,
needs
I
an
think
army
he's
when you got
fucked up the
so many
game. I
SCVs?
think
See
he's
what I
just gonna
told
kill
you?
the
That's
win.
up to sell us.
Oh, no, hang on
Oh.
a minute. Ooh.
SCV's
Oh.
Star Fighting
Mine's
unit.
just killing everyone.
You know,
Never mind.
that shit. I love seeing
That's
that. Just
mine.
like 6 dragoons just pop at the same time. That is
Protoss is
satisfying.
well aware, but look at this.
Yes.
As a Terran player, let me tell you, man.
NBR house here. Okay,
I have the sound of a dragoon dying as my text message tone. That's how much I love
Oh,
doing
really?
that.
That's
so good.
hilarious.
You took the gas, man, and look at his fucking Sim City. His Sim.
Oh,
God.
he gets the double gas
Oh,
deal.
I hate
Oh
that.
my god, he double gasses him. Oh my god. All right,
God, you hate
for all
to
you
see it.
Terrans that are watching this,
No,
we're
wow,
trying to
and
learn-
it's
I-
even in the final game.
I don't even know like what the appropriate play is when something like that happens. Like, what do you do
Fry.
then? Right.
Install.
Alt F4.
I mean, I have seen Morto's streams. I think it's just shouting at your SCVs and calling them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that always helps. That always helps.
Turn it into content.
Reaver micro. in order to
Oh
find
yeah,
those
this is a good
scams.
clip. This is
And
like
maybe,
just
an observer to spot
just a
it.
beautiful
Yeah,
clip to
you
watch.
cannot run goons up there. That is just not possible.
Just a satisfying
And
clip.
I think this, Volker's just attacking into this high ground.
Look at that arc.
And
Oh, we
that's
even got a little flank from
definitely
the
not what
side.
you want to be doing. And Arcane getting all
Battle
the
Yeah,
way
probes,
he's-
dude.
Snapping the
He's
Reaver,
just sitting in an arc.
getting a full surround on
Dude,
the
this is
goons,
the
picking off
greatest arc.
every single goons. I'm a little bit surprised.
Arcane
Volker
wins,
Probe's a real
man.
MVP,
He
though.
has improved
because
so
that
much.
just went so dreadfully for him.
Arcane
And
wins,
now
yeah.
Arcane wins
Yeah.
is able to put him
Yeah.
in
Yeah, he's gotten
Reaver
really good.
micros in order to break this defense.
Just a few more. What's this? I forgot what this one was. Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh! Yes!
Oh,
Sounds
and
clutch.
That's
save-
what I want to see.
I don't think saving the
That's
Nexus
what I
is
want
worth
to
it.
see.
That
Controversial
Nexus-
opinion.
that Nexus is down to 20 health.
He just types
Yeah.
in delete it, kill it.
He actually saved it afterwards as well when the vultures
That-
unfroze.
Oh!
That's disrespectful
Yes!
to save that.
That's what I want to
honestly.
see.
Letting that finish is absolutely just
That's what I
disrespectful.
want to see. Clutch fuck.
I love it though.
Vulture's
Oh
good.
no!
Oh.
No! Not this! Not this clip.
Everyone has
So-
this.
Conclusion too sexy, the arbiter god.
Everyone has this problem every once in a while.
That's
Oh, is
a
it
full
just
wall
stuck?
there. Yeah, it's a full wall between the hatchery
Yeah.
and the Hydra den. He builds Hydras there later in game, and they all just get stuck there. I think he has. I think he kills the Hydra den at some point because he can't get out.
Yeah.
Has
It's
to
probably
rebuild
better
it.
to wait for your upgrades and kill it and then remake it, I guess.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
During this game, I did not pay like my MK Ultra is a buddy of mine, so I basically was just watching from his perspective basically the whole time, so I didn't even see that.
Oh.
Yeah, that was.
Damn, dude, that
I
sucks.
saw
That's
that and
a
I
Terran
went,
problem
"Damn."
usually.
Yeah. No, it's,
Or
I've had
Protoss
this
where you
problem
have, like,
before.
8 goons trapped.
Then you
Yep,
make like
I've
you
done
make
that.
some hydras and then you've got static D.
True.
He's gonna recall here in the center.
Oof.
Oh, we're going into the main.
There you go.
All the way
Recall,
on
avoiding
top of the
18 turrets and all the
mines.
mines.
Ooh, Fringe versus.
Oh my god!
Nice. Hell yeah.
That was like 7-8 zealots and like fucking 8 goons, dude. Just
Oh, every
instantly
Terran
done.
player just cried out in ecstasy right there.
hmm
Yes.
Yeah, buddy.
They're at that level in terms of skill.
Oh,
gosh.
I'm about to really have a good time.
Oh. Oh, poor DC Tac. Oh god.
There's no units to tear.
I like that a lot.
This is
Goodbye,
this is a get out of the game moment.
Yep.
Why are you still in my game?
Someone said
Please leave.
say GG.
He did a lot in our channel too, because this DC Tac was on my team. Me and him were like practicing a heck of a lot with our coaches and stuff like that. There wasn't too many people that were active, but 2 of us were pretty darn active as far as Terrans go, at least. So
All right.
he did improve quite a bit too.
I got one more clip. This is the final clip, but I think it's a very good one, and I think it kind of like
Is it infested, CC?
it summarizes CPL very well. That's all I'll say.
Storm?
Oh
Oh no! No!
Oh.
my god! What?
Oh my
I remember
God.
seeing that.
no! Yes!
This is like the
The absolute.
7
Best
storms
storm
in
ever.
one.
Oh, they have no energy.
Uh-oh. Oh no!
Let's watch it
Oh,
one more time.
for the.
Oh my god! What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's coming from a Starcraft 2 player.
Oh,
Oh
I
yeah.
can't say I haven't done that. Have you ever cast 6 dark swarms in one spot before? I have.
Oh,
Several
that sounds beautiful. I guess at that point
Definitely
it's
not get
like
hit.
it's completely opaque. You can't even see
mean-
through it.
You haven't played Brood War unless you've like casted 1,000 storms in one spot, casted 1,000 dark swarms in one spot, or like, you know, what's the science vessel protection one? Dang it.
D-Matrix.
Oh,
D-Matrix.
D-Matrix.
Yeah, unless
yeah.
you D-Matrix like an Ultralisk or like some like enemy unit instead of fucking irradiating them. Like you haven't played Brood War if you haven't done that.
Yeah.
True.
I,
Saying they came up with smart casting like a month later. After they're like, hey, Brood War's done. Oh, hey, look, here's a great idea. Let's not implement it.
Can you imagine if D-Matrix actually stacked? Like
Oh, dude,
how
that'd
OP it would be?
insane.
That's
Yo,
the
Aaron.
worst.
Do you
Stack
know
it
that
all
there's
on
actually
one go.
smart casting in Brood War?
Smart casting can be done. You just have to do it manually.
No. One unit in the game has smart casting ability
Wait,
on one
which
of its
one?
abilities.
I want to say
Dark
it's the Queen
Archon.
Spawn Broodling. Oh.
Dark
Oh,
Archon,
mind control.
is Smartcast.
Are
Really?
you shitting me?
I am not. They implemented it, but only for one unit for one skill. And it's the
Wait, are
one
you
skill that is
serious?
the biggest and
So-
no one ever uses.
Wait, what
Wait,
do you mean?
Yeah, how does that work?
So smart casting is where you have a bunch of units and you cast one at a time, right? Instead of using
Yep.
all of them at once. The mind control, since it can only target an enemy unit, once it casts one mind control, it's not able to cast it again because that unit's already mind controlled. So technically, it uses smart casting to only cast one at a time.
Okay, well, I feel like that's well,
It's a technicality.
yeah, 100%. I mean, you can't cast it on the same. Okay, you know,
Yeah, it's a
much-
practical smart cast.
All right. Maybe it's a good idea now to have a look at some of the statistics that I've prepared, and I've prepared this like literally like super last moment, but we didn't want to wait like until next week. So, without further ado, let's look at some of the stats that we have. So, first up, this is of course
the
the
real
ones
question
that
is,
we all know.
CPL win?
JJPP are the champions, and these are the statistics for the matches during the playoffs.
Can you make that big for us?
Sorry, what?
Can you make the screen big for us? Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah.
I can't actually switch scenes when the screen is like this, though, but I'll worry about that later. Yeah, Gingy Independent Patrol, they have a 60% win rate in the playoffs. It's insane. They were like clearly the best team.
Yeah, I don't know how we got so stacked.
Yeah. Yeah, Crimea Reaver ended in the first round of the playoffs, even though we were third in the regular season. So that was, yeah, that was a bit of a shame. We actually did pretty well in terms of win rates, but we just couldn't quite get there. And Fighting Irish was, obviously, they went on to become runners-up. So it's no shame in losing to them.
Poor cattle bruisers, man.
Yeah.
What I find more interesting is Seal has worse win rate than Cattle Bruisers, and yet,
Yeah, they were second in regular season.
yeah,
About
Dude,
what matches you win?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Those lost matches, probably 8 of those are from just me. So I lived up to my namesake 100%.
Oh, no.
I lost just about every single game during the season, but it's okay. I mean, this whole season is about improving, right? It's not about winning at the end of the day. So, you know, that's kind of the most important part to take away from it, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's definitely
Yeah,
true.
but winning
Yeah.
is great.
Winning
I
is
mean,
fun
yeah.
as well, yeah. All right, so now one interesting stat is the game length, which here is broken down per tier, per matchup, and per map. And yeah, I guess the tiers is sort of like straightforward. It's all roughly the same time. The tier 0 matches are slightly longer than the lower tiers, but not that much. Then we've got CVZ, which is obviously the shortest matchup.
Oh,
and the longest matchup is not PvT.
Yeah.
It's not TVT, yeah, it's PVT, yeah. Actually, it's significantly longer, like a whole minute longer on average.
I think that's just because so many Lutherans don't want to play PvT and cheese.
Yeah, that may be
That's
true.
valid.
Yeah. And the other matches are pretty much more or less the same length. PvP is a bit shorter as well. We had the longest matches on Eclipse for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. I guess maybe because the map has been figured out so well.
It's a map that it's so favorable to split, and you can split either vertically or horizontally.
Yeah.
So yeah, if it ends up in that stalemate situation where blue bases are taken, it just goes into a very long game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to break in certain points.
What I find more interesting is that Vermeer
Yeah.
has
I was
shorter games than Polypoint. I guess
was
that's
about to
because
point that out,
Point's third is high ground, technically.
Yeah, yeah. It might also just be that Polypoid's just a bit better figured out by now. People are a bit more familiar with it, so it's harder to end the game quickly.
Could be.
And Butter being the shortest map, I think that's sort of like expected.
That's fair.
Yeah. And then we have this not very nicely designed table here, which is the map win rates per matchup.
Without mirrors.
Yeah, without mirrors, yeah. And so I guess the one thing that's kind of interesting is that Vermeer CVP is very high win rates for Protoss. So Zerg won 38% of the time against Protoss on Vermeer. So it seems that in CVP, the Zerg is kind of like a little bit weak on that map, at least on our level.
Bad map. Don't
And
use it.
the same thing for Eclipse as well, which is kind of interesting. I'm
Bad
not
map,
entirely
don't
sure
use
why. Yeah, exactly.
Something that I never thought was going to be the case is Neil Selfit PvT.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Very high
wonder
win rates
how.
for Protoss.
I wonder how is that skewed by the different tiers.
Yeah, that's interesting. This is not broken down per tier, but maybe for the full release of the stats, I can maybe break it down per tier as well. That might be interesting to see.
Yep.
I think a lot of 3-player maps is probably going to have like, at least in tier 3, is probably going to have some very much more skewed stats, if you will.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems to be a little weirder to play on a 3-player map versus on a 4-player or 2-player map.
Yeah. Okay, and let's have a look at the race win rates. And I think this one is kind of interesting. You know, it's the same as last season. We all just hover pretty much exactly around that 50%. Terran very slightly lower, Protoss very slightly higher. So I guess all the propaganda is true after all. Teregi and Pusagi. But yeah, it's very close to 50%. There's like, I mean, this is like within the margins, I would say, you know.
I think a lot of that is because so many of our tier 3s, I think 90% of the tier 3 lineup was all Terrans.
Yeah.
And tier 3 was TVT Fiesta.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to break out of that as Terran, you know? Like it takes, you can see it on the chart. It takes a lot of APM to play Terran versus the other races. So like if you're starting out new, it's a hard race to learn.
Yeah, this
the lowest regular APM, not the lowest EAPM though.
Yeah, well, Protoss players, they're effective in using their APM, I guess.
Yeah, Zerg players just need Ultralisk and then their EAPM.
And then you just A move, yeah. I think.
I mean, there's that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, I mean, there's that the Hawk video, which, by the way, if you're a newer Zerg, definitely highly recommend watching the Hawk F to S tutorial. That thing is clutch. But like from F rank all the way to C rank, he didn't even use his keyboard. Like he literally, I think, was like 60 APM or 70 APM.
Yes.
And he was winning every single game. So.
Yeah, that's really beautiful to watch. If you're a new player, you're interested in CPL, definitely that's one to check out. Maybe we'll be. I think the link is in the Zerg help channel, so go look that up. And by the way, this statistic doesn't show it, but when you break down the APM rates per tier, you can actually see for Zerg there's a huge change. Like from tier 3, it's the lowest APM, and tier 0, Zerg has the highest APM of all races.
Interesting.
That's when you get, really get into the Mutamicro and things like that.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes a big difference. That's a solid 100 and something APM for just Mutas.
All right, and then we have a statistic which was provided to us by each individual team, the most improved players, and just big shout outs to all the people on this list. You guys are awesome.
Heyo.
Dead weight is on here.
Let's go, Gabagoon.
Yeah. I mean, just all of these players are, they worked really hard, and you can tell in their improvements. Like, their improvements very, very significant.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, great.
Especially at the start of the season, like he was, a very big pushover for most of the tier 1s. But then by the end of the season, almost nobody could manage to take a game out of him.
Yeah.
A huge improvement. Yeah,
Coop. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oops,
there's
here.
some of these people have been on here before as well. I think Tarpman's been like most improved like 4 times or something. Something insane like that.
I think Europe was most improved in tier 2, tier 1, and now in tier 0.
Yeah.
Also, I like
Yeah.
Shimmer's comment in the chat. We all work hard in CPL. Like that's very, very true.
That's definitely true, yeah.
Oh, that
Just
Love
because
Snow got
people
most
aren't,
improved and as a coach.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
well, that's-
That's true, yeah. Yeah, I think Tartman, once you get most improved player in tier 0, it's like, it's kind of hard to top that, right, at that point. Okay, now we have one more stat, and this is the most important stat of all. The top versus bottom percentages. Arn, I'll let you say a few words about this, if you're willing.
I'm going to fight each and every one of you who doesn't host top versus bottom personally. All right. I'm looking at you, tier 0, with the lowest percentage. All right. You're the people who are supposed to know what you're doing. I will personally fight you.
They're
funny,
too good
isn't it?
for top versus bottom.
It's funny, isn't it?
When you pick pink versus magenta, you're a piece of shit.
I mean, why tier 0 is the question, right? Tier 0 is like these are.
They're too good for top versus bottom. Because of their league.
I think they're the old heads, They're the people who've been playing since before there was top versus bottom. So that's why, maybe.
I think they're always.
So have I. I learned.
Yeah,
You-
to be
you
honest,
can
I
just
had no
learn.
idea that. I had no idea that that's how you were supposed to do it when we first started this whole thing. So like all of my preseason matches, none of them were top versus bottom. And then I watched, I think it was somebody's replay or something like that, or cast, and they were like, "Oh my god, why is this not in top versus bottom?" I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, it's nice to be able to switch colors every once in a while.
Yeah.
Well, the good news, I guess, is that there is a fix. It's possible, but we'll get to it when we get to it.
Oh, you
like
mean
everything
like
else eventually.
Yeah, you mean like switching the colors in the replay itself if they're not like nice colors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were thinking we'll just create a ban list like pink versus magenta and stuff, and then set
Yeah,
them to
yeah,
red
yeah,
versus blue.
It's maybe not a bad idea, yeah.
Yeah, so if everyone that has been bugging me to help up with the web app, if that's something that you're interested to do, I'm happy to walk you through how to do it. So if you want a project, shoot me a message.
And I should say that it's not that it bothers me, right? I can cast pink versus magenta on my screen. The thing you have to consider is that what I see is not what people on the internet see once you factor in compression and bitrate and
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
phones.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's like, if you want your replay casted in any reasonable way, you have to consider what it's going to look like for everyone.
Yes. Yeah, the minimap is like, it's impossible to tell sometimes. Okay, yeah, I think that's basically it. That's basically all the statistics that I have. We're gonna do a full release of these statistics the same way as last season, so there'll be a big Excel sheet with all the statistics in it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks everyone for joining us. Thanks for being part of CPL. Again, congratulations to the winners, and thanks very much to all the people who helped out this CPL as well. Thanks to all the casters,
CPL
thanks to all the team
CPL
admins.
when CPL 10 when.
Just waiting for the TTS to finish. Yeah, it's like thanks to all the casters, thanks to all the team admins, thanks to everyone who helped out in any way. We really appreciate it, and CPL wouldn't work without people like you helping us out. And
I mean, it's definitely keeping the scene
11
alive.
when.
I mean, I didn't know
Yeah.
that CPL even existed until like a couple years. Well, not a couple years, Jesus Christ. Like about a year ago. And
yeah.
then when I joined, I improved exponentially just by being here. I mean, I didn't even have any contacts in the scene. I didn't know anyone. I was just some kid fucking going on Reddit, like looking for games, whatever it was. And now I'm, I'm starting to be part of NOM, and it's cool. It's a really great thing. So I mean, honestly, if you're watching this and you have any doubts of whether you want to actually try to play Brood War or anything like that, definitely do it. Join CPL. It will 100% improve your gameplay. You'll meet a lot of people. It's great.
Thanks for that endorsement. That was very.
Yeah, thank you for the kind words.
Yeah,
How did you
TM.
find out about CPL, by the way?
Yeah, it's important to have to have a community to improve with, to have some people of your own level, roughly of your own level, to play practice games with, and yeah, stay active in CPL even during the off season. We'll have some interesting things going on as well. I don't know if we're
Sure.
ready to announce
The
any
only
of that
downside
yet.
of
or-
joining
I mean,
CP
we're
is you
definitely
will
gonna
have to see
interesting
Y2 kids
things. We can
sometimes.
allude to some of them, but maybe in a second. So I want to ask Deadweight, how did you find about CPL first?
So I was on Reddit. I posted like about a year and a half ago, of just saying like new to Brood War, looking for more people. Like I had been watching the game for several years before that, and I played Starcraft 2, whatever. But I really wanted to get into Brood War, and so I just posted on Reddit, and I got a few people that hit me up, and I was kind of playing some games with them. I honestly don't remember who those people were, unfortunately. And then one of them was like, yeah, if you want, join CPL, this is probably going to be your best way to meet more people to play with. And I was like, what is CPL? And then they kind of explained it to me. But, and then from there, then like Artosis, I think, plugs it like a couple of times in like some of his podcasts. Like there's a few things that, it's kind of out there, but it's definitely not advertised as well as it probably could be, in my opinion. But it's still, yeah, it was very interesting. I don't know if that answered the question or not.
Oh, yeah, it perfectly does. I was wondering, about advertisement, but I guess one of the things that we can definitely say for sure is we are looking to get some more people on the staff team. So if anyone is interested in helping out or even helping out with advertisement and such,
I mean, I kind of offered
message Dada, not me.
Everyone ping Y2 kid. Got
Just
it.
ping Y2 kids, and if he doesn't respond, ping him again. And then ping him again for good
That's what
measure.
Escalate has been doing.
I will say the one thing though, like I said this a little bit ago, and a lot of people this season. I mean, I was a little bit disappointed to see how many people were really just in it to win and weren't really in it to improve or to learn. It was a little disappointing, but it also was my first season, so I don't really know what it would be, what the difference is between the other seasons and stuff. But from what I've heard, it seems like this season a lot more people were focused on the winning aspect versus on the learning aspect of things.
Well,
Maybe I'm
yeah,
wrong.
I've been 5 pulled a total of 5 times this season, so
Yeah.
I don't think I
That's
can
a valid
disagree
build.
with that.
It's a valid build, all right? I don't see the issue.
But
I mean, it's
yeah.
it's valid, yes, but like, see, like I can BBS every single game, right? You know what I mean? Like you can do that, and you can you can get all the way up the ladder if you really want to do all this like super cheesy nonsense. Like you can, but I feel like in this case where it's like you have dedicated coaches, you have people like G5 and things like that, like some top tier players that have been in the scene for a long time that are dedicating their times to teaching people like me who are just starting out in the scene, very fresh, are donating their time to teach these people how to properly play the game. And it's like, if you're not taking advantage of that and you're just trying to win the game, you're not really benefiting anybody. Really, like, you know what I mean?
That's true. That's 100% true.
Yeah, you
like-
you have the tools, so make use of them, and that's what CPL is about. It's about learning above everything else. That's the most important thing. That's true. Yeah.
Anyway.
Shout
my
out,
take.
shout out to learning and improving. No, I could tell that there was like some genuine anger behind that comment. But it's
Oh, well, no.
understandable.
I wasn't angry or like tilted or anything like that, but it's just like it definitely it seemed like it definitely was more on the winning aspect for certain people. I mean, and
Yeah.
which is okay again, but
Yeah.
I also am guilty too. Like during the season, I didn't watch too many of the other tiers games. Like all these replays that we just watched, all those clips, I didn't see any of those before this. And the only reason was because in between each one of my games, I was working with Zeski, I was working with, Koti a couple times, like all the coaches in my team and like a bunch of the other people, and just reviewing my own games and also like, going over solo practice build orders, anything that I could possibly get my hands on to just try to improve. and it shows a lot. Like, not to try to sit here and like, talk myself up anyway, because like I said, I lost every single game, so there is that. But before the season, you can see the builds that I did before starting, which was like all kind of brainless builds that were all just kind of like, like A moving across the map kind of a thing. Versus now, like, I know the difference to look for between like pool first versus hatchery first, and like what to do and how to react versus this build and this one. Like, you learn a hell of a lot by like actually trying to play the game versus just like, I think I can win here by doing a 4-pool. Cool, I'm gonna do this every game. Like, it's very different.
That's definitely true, and I've noticed this myself as well when I look at my oldest streams, like from when I first participated in CPL 7, and I still have my streams from back then, and the difference is just night and day.
Yeah. By the way, our game was pretty sick. Like, that was one of the best games that I played in CPL, was you versus me, actually.
Oh, was it?
Anyway.
Anyway. Yeah, I think that's probably gonna do it for this short stream. So again, I just want to thank everyone. Thank the casters, thank the team admins, and thank the coaches. So thanks to all of you people.
Thank you, dude, for all that you do specifically with this cast, all that stuff, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks,
you're amazing.
Thanks, dude.
Right. I had
there was one thing. Do you have an announcement, Y2?
I had two, but
okay.
My first announcement was I was gonna say when CPL 10 is gonna be, but Escalade deleted my messages in the chat, so.
Oh no, Escalade! You ruined it for everyone
Absolutely
Right.
again.
Everybody can blame Escalade.
Oh, no. Escalade, what have you done?
The fucking Escalade, man.
Nah, it's fine. Just do the other announcements and.
Yeah. So we're gonna do the other one. So, in between the seasons, last season we had a CPL Real, and it was it definitely had both good and bad sides. And it was an event that I personally liked a lot, and I'd like to do it again. So we will have a CPL Real. It's official.
Can you explain what that is? Because I have no idea what you're talking about.
So last season, what we did was it was not even branded the CPL Real at that time. So what we did was we just picked the top 10 players, because last season it was an ongoing meme with Dudu just winning every single match and everybody saying, oh yeah, Dudu is OP. And then Dudu is gonna win all of CPL by himself. So we decided to do that thing, and we threw up a tournament that eventually became CPL Real. It was the top 10 players from the CPL, so pupils, not the coaches, only the participating players. And then we threw them together against each other in a round robin fashion, in Swiss round robin. And in the end, I think Dudo actually got 4th or 5th place out of the 10 people. So it was quite impressive to see.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
When you have time and you prepare to study your opponent and such, and the maps are not fixed, it was a very different format. And I think as a learning experience last time, it was very, very nice. And this season we're trying to keep it up, and we'll do it again, definitely.
Cool. Looking forward to that.
Nice.
Yeah, so more events. It will be a regular thing. I'm gonna aim for at least once a week casts. It's gonna be like a mini league in between CPLs.
Definitely going to try my hand next season at casting a little bit too, especially some of the tier 3 games. I don't know. I feel like having a tier 3 games is probably decent.
Yeah, that's a good place to start, and you can be a commentator as well if you don't want to run the stream yourself. So that's an option as well.
A lot of fun down in tier 3, and confirm.
And one thing I wanted to also ask Iron is, are you going to do another Chat Star League soon?
Oh, every month.
So if you're
next one's actually next Saturday.
Okay, so if you're interested, if you're like a CPL player and you want to have something to do in the off season, go check out the Chat Star League. Are you still there? You're like your
not
volume
hear
is
me?
like dropped. Oh yeah, now.
Sorry,
now,
I
now I can hear you.
I have a directional microphone and I kind of lean to the side of it.
Oh no. But yeah, that might be something for CPL players to check out if they're interested.
Final
Yeah,
Sky,
it's a
I'm
good
super down.
time.
There
I
we
just
go.
put the link to the next bracket in chat, so feel free to sign up.
Yeah, go sign up for that, and I think that's probably gonna do it for us. So again, thanks to everyone, and I hope to see you next CPL. I don't know when it's gonna be, but whenever it is, we'll see you then.
Yeah,
There will
thanks
be
for having me on the
CPL
thing.
casting probably. Don't you worry. There's
All
still
right.
games that haven't been casted yet.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's definitely more
Sounds good.
casts coming in.
cool. All right, thanks everyone. Goodbye.
Bye.
CPL 10 win? When CPL 10?